Hello, welcome back to my channel. This week we're just gonna do a casual style vlog. I have just some grocery shopping that I just got done. I'm gonna clean out my refrigerator and just get all the food put away. And I thought I'd bring the groceries in and just share with you what I found this week. Okay, so I have mostly produce in this bag. I got some cherry tomatoes. They were on sale today. I always get a bag of spring mix or a box of spring mix because it's just an easy side. So like if I'm cooking dinner, I could just put a salad together pretty quickly with that if I don't feel like grilling vegetables or whatnot. I got some blueberries. I love these to bake with or put in smoothies or whatnot. And I always get a big bag of lemons, and sometimes I use them all and sometimes I don't. I feel guilty when I don't, but I do love having them on hand. Plus they're beautiful on the countertop, right? I got some hummus today. I normally make my own hummus because it's super simple to make, but it was such a cheap deal today. I thought, why not just have some ready-made so I don't have to take all the steps. I got some ramen noodles. We've been kind of on an Asian kick, so I've been making a lot of stir fries and just things with either noodles or rice. And they're pretty easy. And I also got some more egg roll wrappers, which is great to put like chicken in or shrimp or just like a blend of vegetables and just fry them up. And I'll put like a bunch of different sauces on the table. So it's just a really quick and easy lunch or dinner. We got some bananas, always have bananas, and then some more of those cherry tomatoes. I always buy mushrooms. Usually I buy a couple of packages. Today they didn't look that great, so I got just one because I don't think they'll last that long. I got some really great looking super seed organic bread. It looks really delicious. And I know soy sauce isn't the best for you. I try to use liquid aminos, but sometimes soy sauce is what's gonna do it. So we like to have stir fries and things. So I got some more soy sauce. My daughter loves to do like cheese platters for just a meal. And so I'll do like a really pretty little cheese board for us sometimes. And she's been really wanting to try camembert. And I got some of that today to add to the other cheeses I have in the fridge. I got some more chicken. Wasn't too bad. It's been so expensive here. It's ridiculous, but gotta have some meat. And then even though we're eating a little healthier, I always have bacon in the fridge or freezer at least. So got that stocked up. I have to go grocery shopping quite a bit, usually at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, because part of my work is to create recipes for the blog. If you haven't checked out the blog yet or didn't know I did that, I will link it for you below so you can check it out. It's a food and lifestyle blog. So if you enjoy the content here, you'll probably enjoy the blog as well. And so you can find the link for that below. But anyway, when you create recipes, it's very imperative that you have fresh, ingredients on hand to be able to make different things. And sometimes I find myself having to make things over and over again, which to the just dismay of my daughter at times, because we do not throw away anything. I don't throw food away. Of course, we have chicken, so that's kind of nice if there is ever anything that's inedible, but I haven't so far made anything inedible. I just have to make sure that I want to perfect the recipe as good as I possibly can before I put it on the site. And so sometimes that requires me having to make it several times over. And of course, we're ending up having to eat that, and you end up eating the same thing a lot of times. And, I remember this one time in particular, I was making a quiche for the website, and quiches are pretty simple to make. But again, I want to make sure that it's a recipe that's easily repeatable. And just before I put it on the site, I want to make sure it's up to par. And so I just, for whatever reason, was not happy with this quiche that I was making over and over again. And so my poor daughter had to have quiche we had quiche probably for a week and a half straight for lunch or dinner. I would swap them out either for dinner or lunch. But when you have something that often, you just get really sick of it. So just in short, there will not be any quiche recipes for quite a while hitting the blog anytime soon. So so it's just kind of a funny thing that happens when, your mom does this kind of work for a living. All right, so now that the groceries are put away, we're all stocked up for the week, I can kind of relax. I'm gonna make some tea here and have a little treat. And I wanted to share with you guys, yesterday, I actually made our annual batch of orange marmalade. And since moving into this house, it's hard to believe it's actually 5 years at the end of this month that I purchased this home. We didn't move in till the end of March 5 years ago because I redid the house a little bit before moving in. However, it's been 5 years almost in just a couple of days since I purchased this home. And since moving in here, every single year I have a orange tree that a lot of you have commented on. It's a big, plentiful orange tree. Every year we have a ton of them and they last for several months, which is nice, but there's just way too many for us to eat. So we love to share them. But also, even when I share them, there's still so much on there that I try to use them as much as possible. And since moving in, I have come up with making annual batches of orange marmalade. Now, when I first learned how to make marmalade, the first year of living here, in fact, I found this recipe online that was super tedious. It took me 2 days to do a batch. That didn't always come out. And to be very honest, it wasn't as good as the new marmalade that I want to share with you today. But you know, of course, trial and error, you got to figure out how to make things yourself sometimes. And that's what I have come up with, is this really delicious and simple orange marmalade recipe. After many batches, I think it's perfected now. So I've just recently shared it on the blog. If you didn't check that out, I'm going to leave it for you in the description box below, because if you've never made jams or jelly, marmalade is a perfect one to start with if you're using this recipe, because it is just so simple. And I'm going to share with you the day of me making the marmalade, which was yesterday, in the video here, so you can see it's a very simple process. I'm not going to walk you through like a step-by-step, but just kind of share my time in the kitchen with you. And then I also made 2 loaves of sliced bread. And in this video, I am using the recipe again in the description box below if you would like to check that recipe out too. But this bread in particular is so delicious with fresh marmalade. And so that's why I made this recipe in particular for it. Yeah, so let's get into that. This was yesterday, and have a nice time in the kitchen. I'm gonna make a cup of tea and have some of that marmalade and bread right now to go with my book, my tea time and my book that I am gonna enjoy and just kind of sit down and relax for a little bit. Today was a very simple day in the house because we just did our homeschooling this morning. I went out and did our errands and our grocery run, as you've seen the groceries from that. And so it's been a really nice, just quiet day at home. And I have a book that my sister bought me for my birthday that I've been reading. While my tea steeps a little bit, I thought I'd run and get my book just to share it with you in case you are looking for a great book to read. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm about halfway in, and it's Imagine Heaven by John Burke. He is a pastor and a speaker and a great writer so far. This book has been very touching and just, I don't know, just beautiful to read about because he's relating people's near-death experiences with scripture. And I find it really powerful to read. So I wanted to share it with you in case, like I said, you are looking for a great book. It's been surprisingly good. At first, when my sister gave it to me, I was kind of like, oh, I'm not really sure if I'm interested in something like this. And of course I read it I'm reading it because it was a gift, and I'm glad she got it for me. I really have been enjoying it. So anyway, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video and just coming along for a casual style vlog. And I will see you guys on the next video. Again, if you are interested in any of the recipes you've seen or see on any of the videos, you can go ahead and check out the description box below because I link those in there. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.